like this will come asking you to simplify. In some instances, they might not ask you to use log table, but in some instances, they'll always tell you to evaluate using log table. So when you are asked to evaluate this, you should know that you are going to use the logarithmic table. Now, the fourth root is carrying is for the whole is for the whole fraction. Now if we want to do this, we'll solve this using the logarithm. Now let's solve, and with me here is the logarithm or the four-figure table which we are going to use to solve this question. Now let's look at the solutions to this question. We'll have our number and we have our first log table. Then the first number we are going to look at is number 86.21 followed by 27.34. So according to what I've taught you so far, if you have two decimal points, if you have 2 points before the decimal point, that means it will be 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. So the integer or the character is going to be 1. Now that aside, remember I told you we can use two methods in finding the integer or the character. We can use this method whereby any number that comes before the decimal point, if it is 2 digits, we'll subtract 1 from it. If it is 3 digits, we'll subtract 1 from it. That's and so on. But if we want to use the standard form method, we will look at the index, and whatever the index is, that is the integer or the character of that value. So using this method, the integer is 1. So we are going to look at the log of 82 under the log of 82 under 2, 86 under 2, and a difference of 1. So the log of 86 under 2 is going to give us 9, 3, 5, and 5. And we are going to look at the difference. The difference is difference 1, which is 1. So what we need to do is to add the difference. That will give us 6, 5, 3, 9. So we'll have our 9, 3, 5, 6. Good. Now the next one we want to look at now is this. The integer still remains 1. So we are going to find the log of 27 under 3, then difference 4. 27 under 3. 27 under 3 will give us log of 27 under 3 will give us 4, 3, 6, 2. So we're going to look at difference difference 4. Difference 4 will give us 6. So we'll add 6 to this. This will give us 8, 6, 3, 4. So we have 4, 3, 6, 8. Good. That is for the numerator of the of the fraction. So what we do is we'll add this and then create another column, and this is also the result of log. So the addition of these two, this plus this, will give us will give us 14. So that will give us 4. 8 plus 6 will give us 14. Then 6, that's 4, we'll put a 1 here. That will make it 6. 6 plus 2 will give us 12. We'll carry over 1. 3 plus 3 will give us 6 plus 1. That will give us 7. 9 plus 4 will give us 13. We'll write 3. 2 plus 2 will give us 2, plus that 1 will have 3. So our result is going to be 3.3724. Fine. Now that is the result of this of these two values. The next one will go to the denominator of the main question fraction, and that is 52.18 and what 0.0726. Good. Now let's first of all find the integer or the characters of these values. The character of this will give us what 1 point, while the character of this, we're going to look for this in the standard form because it's going to give us a negative character or a integer. So converting this to standard form, we'll have 1 and what 2, because we count from here to this what point. So we have from the decimal point 1 and what 2. So that will give us what 7.26 times 10 raised to power 1 and what 2 minus what 2, negative counting. So following that, now our integer will be a negative what value, and that is all. So what we are going to look at now is to find the log of what? Find the log of 52 under 1 and difference what of 8. So the log of 52 under 1 will give us 52 under 1 will give us 7168. So we'll have our what 7168. That is what is going to give us. So we are going to look for it under difference what? Difference 8. Under difference 8, we are going to have the value to be what? To be 7. So we'll add this to what? 7. 8 plus 7 is going to give us what? 8 plus 7 is going to give us 15. So we're going to what? Write 5. And then this will give us what? 7. This will give us 1. And this will give what? 7. So we'll have what? 7, 1, 7 what? 5. Very good. So that is for that. The next one now, because the logarithm of numbers starts from 10, so we are going to look at 72 under what? Under 6. This time around there is going to be no difference. Now let's look at 72 under 6. 72 under 6 is going to give us 72 under 6 is going to give us 8609. So we have 8609. There is no what? There is no difference. So the next thing we'll do is to what? Add this what value, because they are being held with a what? With a multiplication sign. So when we subtract this, when we add this value, we are going to have 5 plus 9 is going to give us what? 14. So we write the 4, we take over 1. 1 plus 7 will give us what? 8, right? 1 plus 6 will give us what? 7. 7 plus 8 will give us what? That will give us 15, right? That will give us 15. We take over 1, we put here. That will make this 2. 2 minus 2, because this is a negative sign. 2 minus 2 will give us what? A 0. So because this is what? The value we will get. Now since this is a fraction and the upper value is dividing the lower value, in this regard we do what? We subtract these two. So when we subtract these two, what are we going to get? 4 minus 4 will give us what? 0. 2 minus 8 is not possible. We'll put 1 here to make here 12. 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 will give us what? That will give us a 4. Right? Good. Now this is remaining 6. 6 minus 7 is not possible. We'll take 1 from here to make it 16. 16 minus 7 will give us what? That will give us 9. So we'll write 9 here. So this will remain 2. It's not possible. 2 minus 5 is not possible. Put 1 here to make it what? 12. 12 minus 5 will give us what? That will give us 7. So we'll have 2 remaining here. 2 minus 0 will give us what? 2. So we'll have what? Our 2 point what? We'll have our 2 point we'll have our 2.7940. so having gotten this now, remember we are looking for the fourth root of all these values. So all you need to do now is to multiply everything here, because we are looking for the fourth root of what? Of the whole what? Remember I told you when you have fourth root, you do what? You divide this value by 4, and when you have a square, you do what? You multiply this value by that what? That value. So we haven't gotten that. All we need to do is to what? Divide this value by what? By 4. So we have our 2.7940 divided by what? By 4. That will now give us a true value that we are looking for. So if we divide this by 4, we are going to get a value. Now let's use our calculator to make to get a very good value. So we are going to have what? We are going to have 2.7940 divided by 4, and that will give us what? That will give us 0.6985. Good. So having gotten that, what we need to now do is to find the antilog of that what? The antilog of that what? Of this value. Now remember the integer here is 0. Now we're going to look for the anti-logarithm of 0.69 under 5, and then a difference of what? Of 5. So we'll go to the anti-logarithm table. Remember, it is a different logarithm table. It's a different table with the logarithms of number. So we're going to look at the antilog of 0.69 under 8, difference what? 5. So what is 69? 0.69 under 8 is going to give us 4948 what? 89. That's what is going to give us. So we're going to look at that of difference 5. Difference 5 is what? Difference 5 is going to be what? 6. So adding these two values, this will give us what? 5 plus 1. This will give us what? 9 plus 6 is going to give us 15. We write 5, take 1. This will be 9, this will be 9, and this will be what? 4. So our final anti-logarithm of that logarithm is going to give 499 what? 5. That is not our final answer, because we are required to add the what? The integer or the character. Now remember, the integer, when you are changing back to a logarithm value, the integer which you subtracted 1 from, you are going to add 1 to it. So we are going to have what? 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So the integer is 1. So our final value for final solution for this logarithm, having putting one integer at this point, will be what? 49.9 That is the final solution of the logarithm of all these divided by these, the fourth root of all these values. So you see, if you follow logarithm easy, you're going to get the solution very, very simple. Look out for more of our videos in our channel, and if you want more of such video, I want you to hit the subscribe button and you'll get the best from this channel. Thanks for watching.